You are listening to Viewpoints from PlaceCloud. Cultural researchers tell stories of places from around the world. For the full multimedia experience and to support the creators you enjoy, visit placecloud.io.
Fox's Hospital and All Saints Church, the village of Farley, close to the city of Salisbury. The church and hospital were built in the 1680s by Sir Stephen Fox. He had been born in the village and came from humble roots, but he was extremely able, especially in matters of finance, and through his own skill, he managed to rise in status, eventually becoming paymaster for the army under Charles II. He was by this time a very wealthy and powerful man, and he came back to the village and purchased the lease of the manor of Farley from the church. In 1681, he endowed the hospital. Fox was working at this time with Sir Christopher Wren on a project in London, which was a hospital for Chelsea pensioners. It's likely that they discussed Fox's rural projects, and it's even possible that Wren had a say in the design of both. How much influence Wren had is not clear. However, both the hospital and the church were built by a master mason, who also used by Wren, called Alexander Fort. Fox had used Fort on previous works, which is probably how he came to be the mason for these essentially small rural projects. Fox's hospital was built to provide accommodation for the elderly poor of the village, and it had 12 small almshouses, 6 to either side of a central wardenry, men to the east and women to the west. Each almshouse provided a living room at ground floor with a bedroom over, and at the back there would have been a scullery. The residents received a pension, a winter coat, and an allowance for winter fuel. The wardenry included a large room, probably used both as a hall for gatherings and a schoolroom. Above was the principal chamber and a smaller parlour for the warden. The warden would have been a man of the cloth, and he was then later to become the vicar of the new church. The Church of All Saints was built of brick with dressed stone coins and a few ornamental features around the doors. The use of brick was unusual for a church at this time. The plan of the building is a Greek cross, similar to the layout of St. Paul's Cathedral in London, and there are classical references in the design. It is possible that Wren did have a say in the overall composition. It isn't as decorative as his other works, but its simplicity suits its location, and it is effective.